Everybody that experienced the exuberance and pure elation of 2017's cryptocurrency bull run was a part of a rare event that for the first time put cryptocurrency in the mainstream spotlight, even if only for a brief moment. An event like this, where investments in a seemingly niche and unknown market skyrocketed in price and attracted a lot of attention. The craziest part about all of this is that many people are expecting it to happen again and in a much bigger way. There was a certain sensation many people experienced during crypto's ascent, culminating in the final months of 2017.
Blast in the blockchain space, ups and downs, $2 billion raised in ICO money.
But at the same time, the digital currency fell 2%.
For now, it is fairly quiet. However, there are those who believe without a doubt in their mind that we are bound to witness something even more spectacular than what we experienced in 2017. That feeling of adrenaline, constant news, and price increases building off of each other. Pure ecstasy. Waking up to see new all-time highs, day after day. Words cannot describe the experiences that many of us lived through. And I think this is where things get a little tricky. I am most certainly biased towards cryptocurrency and what I believe will be its inevitable success. With that being said, I assume there are others on the opposite side of this who continue to criticize and mock crypto's run-up in 2017 as nothing but a fluke. I'm not talking about heavy hitters like Jamie Dimon, whose thoughts get posted on the front page of news sites, who coincidentally also has been confirmed more or less to have many connections and investments in and related to cryptocurrency development. But instead, who I'm referencing is average investors who seem to have moved on to the next big thing. At this point in the market, there are undoubtedly some who believe crypto is done for, that the top has been reached and we will never see something as spectacular as what we saw in 2017 ever again. That manipulation, regulation, lack of a use case, or even trading bots have doomed the market once and for all. But what if, in fact, that this is exactly what will give the cryptocurrency space the conditions needed in order to flourish? Along with the excitement that 2017 brought for all invested in the space, something less remembered and mentioned is the fact that many people were frustrated with the fact that they missed their opportunity to invest. They would say things like, the prices are too high, if I would have gotten in 2016, I would have been set. But it's too late now. I'd kill to be able to invest in $1,000 Bitcoin. If Bitcoin ever gets that low again, I'm throwing my life savings into it. Those were real things that people said, thousands of times by thousands of people across the globe. FOMO, or fear of missing out. This is tangible anecdotal evidence plastered across old YouTube videos, Reddit threads, tweets, pretty much everywhere on the internet. People wanted in. And they wanted in cheap. Fast forward to 2019 and you don't necessarily have that same sentiment spread as broadly across the internet. But does that mean that there are not many investors, some small, and some massive, preparing for an event similar and very possibly even more titanic than what we've seen so far? Even at Bitcoin's current peak, there were many referencing the fact that people always doubted Bitcoin, that Bitcoin had died dozens and dozens of deaths and always came back stronger. These factual statistics were drilled into our heads, even when Bitcoin was at its highest price. Is it possible that Bitcoin really does die, or crypto as a whole comes crashing down and never returns to its peaks? Of course. Is it possible a different cryptocurrency takes the throne and shocks everybody watching and waiting? Yes. But is there any fundamental reason that cryptocurrency will not succeed? No, I don't think so, and in fact it seems as though every single thing that could stand in cryptocurrency's way, that could impede the adoption of cryptocurrency, has in fact made way for it. We're in a new age. one of social media and technology like we've never seen before. So many fields have been revolutionized, however, money has remained the same. The ultimate measure of success, whether you want to accept it or not, is money. It can change lives, for better or for worse. This seemingly all-important, universally desired thing has remained the same for too long. Cryptocurrency aims to change this, and it already has. It's happening now. The key is adoption. The more places that accept it, the more people that use it, the more people that even know about it. These are all necessary, but they take time, and they couldn't have happened all in 2017. It needed time, and that's exactly what we've been given. The promise is to not be bound by an ever-inflating indebted currency such as the US dollar. Cryptocurrencies as a whole, the idea and the technology behind them, revolutionize money and bring about a real possibility of change for the better. And it just so happens that you could become rich in the process. It has happened to many people already, and I firmly believe it will happen again, the likes of which we haven't seen. By all statistics, cryptocurrency use and adoption is still minuscule. Granted, it is growing and has grown immensely, even though 2018 was not an exciting year in terms of wildly increasing prices. What does this mean? There is still a massive amount of room for cryptocurrency to grow into, to spread and to occupy. You watching undoubtedly will like to hear what I'm about to say, and that is there is a massive possibility that you are staring at an opportunity that could change your life. Without trying to overstate or hype it up, there is a genuine possibility that you could become extremely wealthy because of what the future of cryptocurrency could have waiting for the world. Does that excite you? Do you grapple with the desire of wanting to feel what 2017 brought you, but at the same time are fearful that it may never be attained? Emotions are the cause of most mistakes when it comes to investing. Ask anyone prominent in the field. Fear of this, hoping for that, but when it comes down to it, cryptocurrency fundamentally has a place in this world and a real need. Emotions aside, there is a necessity for it. Some people, most likely even most, have not realized this. I imagine it's not due to a lack of creativity or intelligence, but more so being indebted to the ideas of the past. That money has always been like this, distributed and controlled by the banks and institutions. We cannot trust anyone except the banks. Hilariously sad and ironic that statement is. The very institutions that enslave millions across the world become looked upon by many as their saviors and as being necessary. It's Stockholm Syndrome in full effect. Luckily for us, though, that way of thinking is changing, largely in part because of the spread of ideas. The internet has facilitated this beautifully. We're able to question our beliefs, our thoughts, and bounce them off of others. And if we are intelligent enough, change our ideas when evidence that contradicts our old beliefs fall through and are replaced by new facts. Censorship is yet another subject that cryptocurrency addresses, and we can see clearly why that is important from what I just stated. So ask yourself this: what do you want out of this? What do you want out of cryptocurrency? Why are you investing? Is it to hopefully strike gold and become extremely wealthy? Is it to free yourself and others from the tyrannical rule of the banks and the institutions that buy their way into universities and positions of power and influence? Is it to invest in a new technology that interests you? Whatever it is, it's becoming very clear that cryptocurrency and the movement behind it is extremely unique. Right now, cryptocurrency is really quiet, very similar to 2015 and 2016, I imagine. But with everything in life, there are periods of seeming stagnation, of complete quietness, where not much seems to happen. But it is happening, and then all at once, you're presented with it.